On Prime from Sean Prime in the afternoon on the new sensation station network, hottest internet R&B and hip hop station in the ATL. You know how we do. Listen, I told you about the mixer, my girl Kennedy from the New Talent Industry Night over there at Club Liquid, and my man J-Dub the Expert. He was there. We're gonna do it every Thursday, 294 Walker Street. He was there, did it big, came back, said, "Hey man, saw a cat, got to bring him to the studio." Name was Money Coach. So I said, all right, if you say he's hot, J-Dub, we're gonna see what's up. So Money Coach, he's in the station right now. What's going on, Money Coach?
Hey man, feeling good, man. Feeling like $1,000,000, you know, can't complain. Too blessed to be stressed, man.
I hear you, man, I hear you. Tell me about this song that J-Dub heard last night and said he had to hear it.
Oh man, it was a couple of them joints. It was Spend It On Her and Vitamin D. Spend It On Her was a twist off the old Cisco beat with the Thong song.
Okay.
We just slowed it down. I just put some more church on it, man. Like, you know, you got that girl that that motivates you to make the money, and you want to spend it on her, you know, because they add motivation to the table. You know?
I hear you. And I'm digging your style, man. I'm digging your style. You know, you got a little swankiness going on with you. You know, I mean, tell me about that. How does that come about?
Hey, you know, man, they say you got a better chance of attracting $1 million if you look like it. You know what I'm saying? So I just try to always look for success and look like success.
Right.
And people treat you different when you dress better, you know. It's easier for things to happen.
Right.
Because you got a different mind frame at the same time, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I put out the Bow Tie Fly. That's my mixtape. That's on my website.
See, and that's what I'm talking about, because, you know, there's so many cats in the A which are trying to do it. I mean, all over the world. You know, everyone's trying to make it either R&B and hip hop. You know, everybody's mama, brother, something sing, you know, or rap. But unfortunately, you know, when they come to the table as far as their swag, it just doesn't, it's too much like what everyone else is doing, you know? Right. And so you need to stand apart, especially not only with your music, but especially with what you're wearing. Yes, sir. And you're definitely doing it, man. I got to give it to you on that.
I appreciate
it. Got to give it to you on that. You know, unfortunately, over the past weekend, there was a catastrophe that happened over in Asia. And as I talk to my listeners, as we do here on Sean Prime in the afternoon, because it is radio, not dumbed down, told people we have to be very fortunate to be in a situation, even where we live. We take a lot of that stuff for granted. You know, why was I born this way or that way, or this situation or not that situation? And a lot of people take that stuff for granted. For you upcoming artists, for you being the type of individual you are on the rise, when you look at a situation like that, what comes to your mind?
Man, that I'm blessed. That's the first thing, because it could have happened where I was at, you know. I just want to, you know, it's like you actually had gratitude for being alive. And then the second thing is like, man, like, I feel for them people. So you got to say a prayer for them at the same time. And it's like, what can you really do when they say it's, you know, it's Mother Nature, man? So you just got to, you know, just try to treat everybody like you want to be treated right now. And the scientists, they got to come up with some 007 configurations to try to balance this stuff out, because it's deeper than what we know. It's deeper than what we know, you know. So it's unfortunate.
I understand. I feel your pain. I felt the same way, because, you know, you see something like that and it's like, man, because no one woke up that day and expected for this to happen. And it just happens, and what can you do on something like that? Talking about the R&B and hip hop game, man, the genre, one of the things about the New Sensation Station Network, especially on the Sean Prime the Afternoon Show, is we're adamant about showing people that R&B and hip hop is not the same old what you think it is. Other stations may try to, you know, pigeonhole us as far as we only like a certain things, whether it be just fast cars, fast women, or fast money.
I like that.
So what is it that you feel that you will bring different to the R&B and hip hop genre than what other artists bring to it?
Man, that's a good question. You know, what I'm gonna bring those three things that you mentioned.
That's real. Let's keep it. Let's keep it honest.
Because that's my life.
360, you know? Right? Let's give it 360.
And then what's gonna be better is that I'm gonna bring how I did it without the gunplay, without the dope talk. So it's like gonna raise your consciousness. Like, man, you actually, what you be doing on Wall Street, man? Like, why they call you Money Coach? So I'm gonna bring like a whole new level of a prosperity consciousness to heal people thinking process and touch their heart. That's my focus. And let them be entertained and then give them some game at the same time. I call it entertainment, you know what I'm saying? I reach them and teach them through the music. That's why they call me the coach, money coach, you know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be like, man, they gonna start going to school being suited and booted. You know what I'm saying? You might see them with a bow tie on one day because money coach inspired them to tap into who they are inside of them.
Now, what was the thoughts behind Spend It On Her?
Hey man, Spend It On Her, I got the beat, and the beat was produced by Hit Squad from Chicago.
Okay.
Y'all hungry guys, man.
And that's where you're from, right?
I'm from Cleveland, but I made my first million in Chicago, so that's my home now.
Okay, all right.
Church on the Move in Chicago. Hit Squad, the beat, it make you just want to spend it on it. It make you want to spend it on it. Like if you was in the club, it'll make you just throw the money at her, you know. But I touched that on the whole nother level though. Like it's on a higher level, but it's street music. But it's like she thinking about it. Like maybe
I understand where you're going, because one of the main things which I like to advocate is that it gets oversaturated. You know, I mean, don't get me wrong. It's good to have a good time.
Yeah.
It's good to go ahead. You know, you made the money, you worked hard for it, especially in this game, man. And when you get to a point where you can actually see your rewards, you know, you want to have a little fun. I understand that.
Right.
But sometimes cats just oversaturate it and make it seem like that's the only way to do it, or this is the only way to do it. And there's more ways, as they say, to skin a cat. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I do definitely gravitate towards cats like yourself who are going to come inside the game and say, you know what, I'm going to do this, I'm going to be myself, you know, I'm going to wear the clothing this way, you know, my swag's going to be this way, you know, instead of pants hanging down low or hat to the back or some of the things that you've seen that's ordinarily associated with R&B and hip hop.
Right.
So I definitely got to give it up to you for doing that.
I appreciate that.
You know what I mean? Got my man Money Coach up in the building.
Chink it and bring it.
Right here on the New Sensation Station Network, hottest internet R&B and hip hop station in the